Does making meth open portals to the demonic realm? I've got a second time guest here who is an expert in the meth game and everything that comes with it. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Lindsey. Many of you might remember her from the video Meth Monsters. She also was just on Soft White Underbelly, sharing her amazing testimony of the turnaround of her life, going from using and selling to having an amazing life and somewhat of a ministry also. So, Lindsey, thank you so much for coming back on and for coming to hang out with us again.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
So, let's just get right into it. I mean, you have lived that life, the life and everything that came with it.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that was like?
It was pure chaos. I mean, in a way, it was pure pandemonium. There was never a dull moment. I mean, it was just like something was always happening. Like I never realized how much I missed a boring life. It was constant. It was just constant. You never had time to stop thinking.
And with that, you never slept.
Also, never
right?
slept. Never slept. Never ate. Never slept.
Probably surrounded yourself with some interesting people too.
A very collective group of friends, I called them.
I like that. Collective. Nice.
Yeah.
Now in the idea of making meth, that's in the Bible under something that we call pharmakia, which is a mixing of potions, which is actually witchcraft.
Yes.
What kind of things and like what kind of things did you see, and how did people act when they were on this drug or when they were involved in the making of this drug?
I mean, like when you're making it and you're smoking it into the jar, like you can see like these spirits forming, like you can see them. Like people say they see things, so you're really seeing those things. I mean, like you see shadow people, those people are really there. It's really hard to explain just to the common person because they look at you like you're crazy. But
right.
I mean, it's the devil. It's the devil.
Absolutely. And it was so wild because I was one of those people thought that I was just crazy, like seeing things. And then when I started this channel and started talking about these things, it was so crazy. Interesting that everybody saw the same thing, right?
Made me feel normal. Like when I started watching your channel, it made me feel normal. Like, okay, somebody else has experienced this.
Yes, absolutely. And I feel like it's almost like a battle for your soul, right? So you've got like all of this demonic entities and witchcraft, and then you have,
I used to say, you're not going to make me think I'm crazy because I still think those same thoughts now sober as I did when I was getting high. So therefore, I know it just wasn't because I was getting high, but people were trying to make me believe. They were trying to make me believe it because I was high. Do you see what I'm saying? But no, that shit was really going on around me.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I also believe that as much as the devil was fighting over you, it was because God had his hand on you. Yes. And there was a calling on your life, right? Because you have this calling on your life. And so tell us a little bit about how you got into meth in general.
I was introduced by a family member. I mean, I didn't think it was normal, but after I got into it for a while, I saw more and more and more people doing it. Like it's very common in this area of the country. Like your normal person that smokes weed in other households, it's meth in this part of the country. I mean, it's really bad down here. It's really, really bad down here.
And down here is, for those of us who don't know,
Southern Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Indiana. Yep. Yes. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible.
And so your family had already been doing this for a while, right? Like generations.
Just like one of my family members, like they were the black sheep, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, I don't know what intrigued me with it. I don't know if it was because I hate to say I was more productive on it, Jamie, because it's like Mark said, this isn't meant to be an endorsement video for the drug. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I felt like I got more out of my day. Like I
Yeah,
seriously did.
absolutely. There was some pluses to it, right? Like for me,
There was.
yeah, when I started it, like first of all, like, at first it feels good, right?
Yeah,
It like releases these, endorphins in your brain and you feel
yeah,
happy. You feel like you can get a lot done. I remember like as a mom being like, "Oh, I can like clean my whole house and I can start all these projects."
yeah.
I'd be
I get
starting
everything done.
everything done and take care of the kids and not be tired. Like, wow,
But
this is great. And also with a woman who has always struggled with, body dysmorphia and eating disorders, it
yes,
was
yes. It was
quite
a
a piece.
self-confidence booster like you wouldn't believe. But the
Yeah.
difference is, Jamie, when we were doing what we were doing, the drug was different. The drugs changed now. I honestly believe when women hit the age 30, whatever this drug is now, it makes them go batshit fucking crazy. And
Mm.
it's women. It's women. It's not even in the men, it's the women. And I don't understand it. It's crazy down here. It's nuts.
Something
Some
in
of the
like the
shit,
hormones or
I don't know what, I don't know if it's the chemical imbalance. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I've seen some wild fucking shit down here, man.
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I mean, you can see your average person that, like, I went to high school with, you know what I'm saying? And you won't even recognize them. Like, you won't even recognize them because they've just, uh, no teeth, nothing. Like, I don't even understand it. And like, they lived a better life than I ever lived. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I guess they just let it completely consume them. Like, they didn't know how to get out of it. You know, I wanted to get out. That was the difference. I wanted to get out. Some people don't even know how to get out.
Right. Or that
And
that is even an option.
or even see, and me going to jail in Washington, Indiana, that they offer a drug rehab program inside their jail. Like, a lot of people could learn from that jail. That I swear that's the only thing that got me clean was starting that from inside that county jail because I was already sober starting it.
Right. Right. So, like when you were like into all of this and it was like a lifestyle and atmosphere, right? It was very
Yeah.
like fast paced. There's a lot of
Like
demonic
when I would
like
go cook a batch of dope, I'm going to work. I was going to work. That's what I called it. I mean, it was a job.
right, right. And also there is a very interesting sexual side to meth.
Man, there are some areas I want to hit, but I know it's going to be very sensitive. Like what it is now, what it does to men is very weird.
Yeah.
It, it's very weird what it does to men now. And
Yes.
I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want no backlash, but it's like I don't understand it. It didn't
Yeah.
used to be like that.
It's like these like perverse spirits and things and the pornography and the
And it's more like sexual deviant stuff. Like it's not
yeah.
even normal stuff. Like it's
Mhm.
off the wall crap. Like what?
Yeah, yeah, it definitely brings out a wild side. I remember for me, it was just like, being able to do it for so long. Like that
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
that was the highlight, right? Was being able to go and the men being able to go for so long, right?
Right.
But
Oh
but
man. I
now
don't
it's
miss
like,
it though. I don't miss it. I don't
mm,
miss nothing about it. I mean, some
mhm,
things like I'm not gonna lie, I had some really good times. Like the summer of 2015 was probably the best year I ever had in my life.
yeah,
but
yeah.
but that's also the year I start to get clean too. I mean,
Hmm.
it was like I was done. I was done.
Now you have kids or no kids?
I have two boys. I have a 10-year-old and a 6-year-old.
Okay, I thought so. I thought you had kids. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had your kids in addiction or sobriety?
My oldest, this is kind of funny. I was in prison for 18 months and got sent home on work release. And I literally I can tell you the day down to a 2 hour window that I got pregnant with him, the day I
Wow.
come home from prison. And then
Wow.
my second one, I got pregnant with him while I was in rehab.
And so, yeah, you had somebody waiting for you. You're like, I'm gonna be home at this time.
Yeah,
You better be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's my girl.
Yep.
That's my girl. Um, yeah. So were you now when you went on home for work release or whatever, like were you using then?
No, no.
Okay.
Every during all my pregnancies, I never used, not one time. Not
Wow.
one time. Yeah.
So, but and how long was your prison term? How long did you have left when you got pregnant?
9 months.
Okay.
I actually hid it because I was in DOC work release. I was still state property at that point, and they weren't a medical holding facility. So if they would have found out I was pregnant, they would have shackled me back out to prison where it was a medical holding facility. So Jamie, I literally for 7 months, I hid my pregnancy. I never went to a doctor, never took prenatal vitamins, slept on a top bunk in work release. I mean, I'm falling off this top bunk. The only reason why they even knew I was pregnant was because I turned to the side one day and they could see my stomach. And a girl had
Mhm.
wrote a statement on me. She wrote a statement on me thinking it was going to keep her ass out of trouble. Well, it just ended up getting me a doctor's appointment. The day I went to the doctor, they told me what I was having and signed me up for a C-section date. That's how soon it could have been.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's fast moving.
Yeah.
So so then you get out of prison, and what happened? Obviously you had a baby.
I go home to Mount Vernon, Indiana, and I go home to a complete abusive relationship. I mean, to be honest with you, the only thing good that came out of that relationship was my son. I don't think that it even would have been a relationship if drugs wouldn't have been involved in the beginning and I didn't need a place to stay. Like that's what the relationship was. And then I got locked up. So more than over half of the relationship, I was locked up. And then I come home and get pregnant. You know what I'm saying? When we end up moving back to Evansville, he pours drain cleaner down my throat. We get caught with a bunch of dope. We go to jail. I haven't seen or talked to the man since.
Wow. And
Yeah.
and can I ask why he poured drain cleaner down your throat?
We were arguing. We
Okay.
were arguing. Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. I feel like that's also like a spirit, like a violent, abusive spirit.
Like when he would do this shit, Jamie, it's like he would turn around and put his back towards me, and when he would turn back around, it was like he was a completely different person. Like his voice would change, his demeanor would change, his eyes would change. He would talk about himself in third person. Like he was
Mhm.
a completely different person at that point.
So completely demonized, like totally possessed, taken
Like
over.
completely. Like he would even say, "It's time for Mr. Mean Guy to come out." I mean, it was fucking wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty severe
It was
possession.
like being in a fucking horror movie, man. Like you didn't know what was going to happen.
Mhm. So, did you see like more than one person inside of him? Was there more? Were
Oh
there?
yeah. Oh yeah. It just depends. Like I really feel like he had a hatred for women, and whatever I would do, it would bring out a different side in him. You know what I'm saying? Like there was levels to it. There was different levels to it. If that
Right,
makes any type of sense. Like he
right.
was wild. He was wild, man. Like I still don't talk to him. I don't even
Yeah,
let my son know who he is. And I know
yeah,
that probably sounds horrible, but I have him out with my mom and my stepdad because I wanted him to see a healthy, functioning man and woman's relationship. I did not want him growing up putting his hands on women, thinking that was normal.
absolutely. Because that is never okay. Ever, ever,
No,
ever okay.
no, no.
So how long were you in that relationship for?
From '09 till 2014.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So that was
yeah.
quite a bit of trauma and abuse that you suffered from that. And
I
I
mean,
mean,
a lot of it I stayed loaded because if I stayed loaded, it didn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel it.
Right. Absolutely. It
Or
was
or
almost
or I
like,
could get with him. I could fight back. You know what I'm saying?
hmm, yeah, it was almost like he was like sent by the devil just
And it was
for,
like what I was doing was survival mode, you know? I mean, I didn't know what else to do at that point. It's like I had this baby. I didn't know what else. I can remember Jamie sitting with Jake. He was probably 6 months old and just covering him because he was whipping me with an electrical cord on my back. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Just so he wouldn't hit the baby.
yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. And he's still out there like this.
man. I don't even want to set him out there like that, but he was doing so fucking good. Like, there was a time where I had to actually go stay with him. I actually had to go stay with him after all this. Like, this was just 4 or 5 years ago. I had to stay with him for 9 months and he was doing really well. And he's kind of slipped back now.
Yeah, unfortunate. The stronghold, especially with, I feel like in this season, the devils are getting like bigger and dirtier. Like they're pulling out all the stops, and they don't play
I think a
fair.
lot of his is guilt though. Like, how should I say? He's feeding his addiction with his guilt that's fueled by what he did to begin with.
Right,
I mean, all this depression comes from this damn drug. We dismantled our whole lives because of this drug. The
right.
only way to fix is to not do it anymore.
Yeah, right. To just get like totally like sober and just do. Yeah. That's it's really hard when
When you've done something for
love.
so long, I mean, when it's been in your life for so, I mean, it's like smoking cigarettes to some people. It's
Mhm.
hard to change. It's just hard.
Right. And now with your second child, that was from a
That was from,
different.
I met him in recovery. It just kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like to say it like that, but that's the son I put up for adoption. Um,
Mhm.
I kind of was made to make a choice by someone in my family. I was never going to see my oldest if I didn't put my second up for adoption because they said it wasn't fair. It made sense. And from the time I found out I was pregnant with him, I kind of felt like I was meant to have him to watch someone else raise him. So I
Right.
was able to give him to a woman that wasn't able to have children. And I get so much out of that. I get so much out of watching her raise him. I mean, it's just like I was able to give her something she was never going to be able to have.
Right.
And
And you get to have relationship.
oh God, he still calls me mom. And I mean, he's with a doctor and a social worker. I couldn't ask for a better family.
Yeah, wow. That is awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just, God turning, all things for good. You know what I
Well,
mean?
they adopted again, Jamie, and they adopted my boyfriend's first cousin's baby. We went through an adoption agency. This is just like, I said, what? When we all were at the meeting, I was like, what is going on right now? Like, two kids that were never even supposed to meet each other are now brothers.
That is divine intervention right there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the street they live on is called Lindsey Avenue. I mean, it's just like everything just connects.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's a really awesome blessing. Um,
Yeah.
so like when you when you decided that you were going to, totally give everything up, you went to jail
I went
again.
to jail. Yeah. I
Mhm.
had been on the run for that whole time I was out in 2015. I got out on a Friday afternoon. I was supposed to report to probation. I said, fuck them, and never reported. That was in July. They finally caught up with me in January.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so I
Um,
was on the run the whole time. I mean, the whole time. And I don't know how I did it. I really don't.
yeah. Yeah. It's not fun being on the run. Always having to like look, on your back and being scared and nervous,
No, it's not. Because then
anxiety.
you never know what you're going to get caught with on top of it.
Yeah, I know. No more new charges, right? No more new
I always
charges.
used to say I don't wear pockets or purses because I'm not trapping myself no more.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't blame you at all. So let's talk about your life and recovery and how that came about and what that looks like today.
When I was sitting in jail in Vanderburgh County, I started calling home to my dad, and I could just tell, like, something was wrong in his voice. You know what I'm saying? And my dad was the type of person all the way up until the day he died, he never told me he was sick. Like, he
Mhm.
never told me anything was wrong with him. But my mother and my father couldn't sit in the room and talk to one another. But when they were on the phone apologizing, that's when I was like, okay, something's wrong. And something
Wow.
just, yeah, something just clicked. And I was like, I got to get my shit together. I felt like, I just felt like that I was running out of time. And by God, I was fucking running out of time. And I literally got to spend the last 3 months with my dad.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That, I mean, that's such a blessing, because a lot of people, they don't, they miss that last. I know that was my experience. I missed that last Easter with him, because I was too high and I was passed out somewhere.
Yeah.
And and then he died. So, I mean, getting to have that, is
I mean,
such a blessing.
I can remember sitting in jail before I rode out, calling home, and my aunt from Florida answering my mom's cell phone. And I'm like, what is going on? And right then I knew I lost my grandma.
Oh,
And that,
wow.
and I mean, I had to go to her funeral in shackle and handcuffs. I mean, that was the worst thing I could have ever done to that woman.
Mm. Yeah, that's really hard. So how do you deal with how did you heal through like the guilt of things?
I had to do a lot of self-recognition. I I had to take the blame off of things onto other people and put it onto myself because there was no point there was no way of healing if I was blaming everybody around me but myself. Nobody forced me to do what I was doing. I did that all on my own. I
Mhm.
mean, even when it got to the point where I felt like I was too far in, I still could have quit doing what I was doing at any time. Everybody's got a choice. I mean,
Right.
I was able to quit cold turkey when I did, so why couldn't I before? I didn't want to. There was no reason to before.
Mhm. That's good. Yeah, definitely the self-work, you know what I mean? Whether you do it through 12 step or through a therapist or through
I had to
God or
I had to recognize what I was doing to my family.
Mhm.
I mean, and not I mean just the person that was there for me the most, my dad, who never judged me, I mean,
Right.
that that's who I had to be a better person for because he didn't judge me. So therefore I had to be that much better the next time around. I had
Right.
to show him I learned my lesson.
Making a living amends for sure.
Yeah.
Um so with people these days, like in your area on that are on meth, like because I know you see a lot of stuff in your town. Um,
I mean, we got people that run these drug counseling places that are getting arrested for selling drugs.
wow.
I mean, like, they say you can't get better in the same environment you got sick in. I'm a thorough believer. You have to get better in the same environment you got sick in because the shit's everywhere. It's
Mm,
everywhere.
right.
Nobody's going to be able to cater to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that willpower to say no. You have to.
And community, I feel like is really important too. Did you have a good network for support?
I mean, we got some women that come into our jail here in Vanderburgh County. That's about the only outlet we get. And I had a woman named Lisa Beckner. She just really took the time. I don't know what she had me write down three goals that I wanted to accomplish by the time I got out of jail. And I started with those three goals. And this is where it's just progressed from here. I mean, we were talking the other day and she said, it was so crazy the day my soft white underbelly video came out. She said, a girl had messaged her and said, I just relapsed for the first time in 12 years. And she said, the only thing I did was send her your video.
Wow. And you've had some amazing comments on it that you've been
Yeah.
talking to me about and showing me and stuff, like how
Yeah.
your video there, like just like your video on here has just really impacted so many people.
I mean, I've been so nervous about doing these because like I said in my soft white, I had a hard time doing my step work, Jamie. I felt like I was literally incriminating myself, writing everything down. Like we would literally burn my step work after every step I would do You know what I'm saying? So I would write it down because I wouldn't do my step work for 3 months. I refused to write anything down that would incriminate me. So I mean, going on soft white, being vulnerable and doing what I did that for a reason. I had to reach the masses. Everybody had to feel what I was saying, and I had to hit every aspect because people were even on there that hadn't even done drugs that said they felt what I was saying. That's what I was trying to. It's you're gonna. How should I say? Yes or no, you're gonna live or you're gonna die. It's just not worth doing anymore.
Right.
It's
Right.
just not worth it.
And
I
and
mean,
the
there was a guy here in town. This is no lie. 3 days ago, they did a drug bust on him. He got caught with 70,000 fentanyl pills. 70,000 fucking fentanyl pills. That's
wow.
70,000 lives or more that was just saved.
Mm.
There's no reason. Jamie, as many years as I cooked dope and as much dope as I cooked, I never had that much product in my hand at one time.
Yeah. So it's just like so widespread now, and there's just an abundance of it.
And the people that have it is just like, what? Like, it don't
Mhm.
even make sense. It's a very young generation. And they have
Mm.
no conscience. They don't know what they're doing.
Right, right. There's definitely a very big like spirit of deception out here in the world, especially with the young people. And
I mean,
it
selling
is.
drugs, that used to be a job, like a cartel type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now it's just like anybody and everybody. There's no supply for the demand. Like everybody wants to do it. Like everybody's on this witchy poo shit right now. Everybody wants to be a witch. Everybody wants to be a drug dealer because of these rap songs and everything else. That's what this shit is.
Right, right. I mean, it's kind of like shapes and encourages people, right? They say are,
Look what
the
the movie
power of
Blow
our
did to
words.
my ass. I mean, watching Blow for the first time literally intrigued me. I mean, it intrigued me. I've read
Right.
Cocaine Cowboys. I mean, anything I do anymore, it involves watching something on drugs.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. And there's so much out there now on TV and things, especially with the music videos, and the things today are so demonic. I was watching this Instagram with I think the guy's name is Isaiah Robinson, and he was showing like all of these the new, is it Doja Cat, where she
Yes.
has and I'm
Yes, and
just
I
like,
like Doja Cat, man. I like
I
her.
know.
I mean, but then I think, do some of these people do this stuff for clout, for them to talk about? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think
look how
that
much press it gets her.
it's
I mean, that's just like, the Grammys when what's his name did that ritual on stage.
there's so many satanic things going on the in Hollywood. I mean, there always has been, but now they're just like
Yes.
not even hiding it. They're just
No.
like, here we are.
Yeah, we're satanic. Let's just go ahead and do this shit. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
I,
it is wild. The problem with this is that, when people make, deals and open portals and partner with demons, they think that they're in control, and they think that they have power, but they don't understand that the enemy does not play fair. If you're on his team, he's going to get you too.
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no there's no
They're
loyalty.
No, they don't pick and choose. It's like a tornado. I mean,
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
they just
It
plow
is.
through everything in its way. I mean, th- this is
Absolutely.
this
After
is one of
the
the this is probably one of the worst. I would much rather. I know this is going to sound crazy. I would much rather a crackhead than a meth head any day of the week anymore.
mm,
I mean, at least a crackhead would put work in. You know what I'm saying? They'd put work in, do something. These people don't even want to do nothing anymore. They're like zombies walking around on the shit. It don't make any sense to me.
really.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
it's crazy down here.
yeah, I mean, we have, quite a array of people here in Athens also, who, you know what I mean, kind of walk, and it's like they're, almost like in a trance. Like they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
are going. And yeah, and I saw one guy the other day. Oh my goodness, it was just so sad. There's one guy in this city that I am telling you, like, my heart is so for him. And he's so like demonized and just stuck. And um he's I see him like probably 4 or 5 times a week, and he's literally like walking as fast as he can with
Yeah.
this crazy look on his face,
Man,
and
there's this guy here in town, and I don't know what he did, but Jamie, all he does is walk around and he says this. I know what it is. 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 That's all he does all day long. I'm like,
wow.
well, what is it, bro? Tell me, what is it? Like, what do you know? Like, you know something.
Right. Yeah, that is it's a huge like mental health, and that's the thing too with these drugs these days. Like, we don't know what kind of effect they're having on people's brains, and all the extra additives that are in them, and it is wild.
It's like my generation. We were the lab rats for Ritalin and shit like that. And you know what it did was it made us very codependent on methamphetamine. When we lost our insurance, we went and looked for that. So therefore, the end result, we lost our children for our parents to raise, to give CPS jobs. This is all the result of taking this drug that they knew was going to do what it did.
So you think it's like conspiracy? Like, yeah.
It's wiping my fucking generation out. It's population control.
Wow. That would definitely be on the demonic side as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel like all this fentanyl's coming from China. That's their slow killer to get back at us. I mean, this shit wasn't on the streets 4 and 5 years ago.
Yeah. It has definitely had like a huge uptick. And also there are some other things. Now there's also this other drug that they were telling us about.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen that down through here, but I know what you're talking about.
So it is something that is with fentanyl, and it is Narcan resistant. Now, the Narcan still works on the fentanyl, so we should always still Narcan people and carry Narcan. But yeah, it is Narcan resistant. So it is definitely, yeah. So we have there's an organization out here that test batches, and they tested 12 out of 13 batches positive for this trank. And I believe it eats your flesh. It's like a flesh eater.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yes, it's like a flesh eater.
Yes.
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah, it is wild, and I was watching is it Richie Weber, and he was doing something with like the underground, what is in Nevada?
Yes.
Yeah, that was wild too. Like the stuff he was seeing. Is he in the hospital? Like I saw that he had
I think so. I mean, that's just like, you see what's going on out in Nevada with Burning Man?
No, what is that?
They have declared Burning Man a natural disaster because they got so much rain at one point that literally they were in ankle deep mud, like such sticky mud that 4-wheel drives can't even get out. But 2 days prior, the CDC came in and roped them off and said there was a virus before this rain came in, so these people couldn't get out.
No,
they have found 2 people dead now. How much you want to bet a new pandemic and a new virus comes out of this?
Now that is wild. When did that happen?
2 or 3 days ago.
Really?
They have declared Burning Man a natural fucking disaster right now.
Wow.
All these people are stuck. They can't service the porta potties. They have no food. They have no water, nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is wild. I'm gonna have to Google that and look that up.
Like, did these people not warn these people about this rain coming into the desert? Like, they know what this is going to do.
Wow. That also demonic. There's like so much crazy demonic activity going on. I'll tell you, like, number one, the things that I am seeing is warfare. And
Bernie Sanders went on TV the other day and he said our country has not been in this predicament since 1776, and we are going to have to raise arms to fight our government.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is definitely like some things going on, and I believe it comes from like the high principalities, in the heavenly realms, where these these just very powerful nation cities of like demonic activity are just like attacking, and they're it's division like all the way around. I mean, it's dividing and
Like
isolating
some of
and
this stuff doesn't even make sense that's going on. Like it makes no sense.
yeah,
There's
it
just
is.
no rhyme to reason for it.
Right. And then the stuff they are showing, I feel like, is just a distraction.
And it's a distraction, it's a diversion. That's
Right.
just that's like today they were showing something where a man escaped from prison in Pennsylvania. And I looked at somebody in the restaurant and I said, well, why are we watching this? What else is going on that we really need to be worried about while we're watching this?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely wild. Yeah. I feel like
That's just like what happened in Hawaii. I mean, that shit's crazy.
oh yeah. Now I've heard so many different conspiracies about that. I believe there is definitely a huge demonic entity like over that. I've heard something about a laser that started the fire. I've heard that
The blue paint was refracted to that laser. Anything that was painted blue over there didn't catch on fire. All of those celebrities' houses were this color was a certain color blue.
no
None of
way.
yeah, none of their like they did a thing with NASA where they put red, yellow, purple, blue, I think green, and the only one the laser would not burn was that blue color.
Uh-huh. They were watching the Doja Cat video. They were
Yeah. Yeah.
they were doing the rituals with her.
Yeah.
Because I was literally just watching that last night and I sent it to my friend, like, and where she's like, you can see like her back and there are these scales that come out of it. So that
Yep.
is actually like
Reptilian.
a principality called Leviathan, which is a underwater reptile dragon,
Yep.
right? Which
Yep.
comes at the end times.
Yep.
And
Oh, we're
so,
definitely in the end times.
oh yeah,
This shit's crazy.
yeah, it is. It is wild. Like I keep telling people, like, listen, we need to get right with Jesus. We need to talk to Jesus.
We need to do something, man.
Yeah, yeah.
We need a revival. We need something.
Yes, revival. Yes. I was at one today. It was amazing. Hey, I believe revival is coming because here it is the Lord works on the scales, right? There's scales of justice, and like always, everything has got to be if
It's got to
there's
be balanced.
10,000, Doja Cats coming out with scales, and there's going to be 500 million angels coming. You know what I mean? Like there's just as much as the demonic army is rising up, the army of God is rising up also. And
was really cool though is like as much as this drug is really trying to defeat people, it's really making people find themselves and it's helping other people pull ones out the fire that can't do it. I mean, like just doing that soft white, like I reached that one person. That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? Was just to reach that one person to even make them think, hey, maybe I need to change doing what I'm doing.
Yes.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah, it's multiplying. You know what I mean? Like you getting sober, like sharing your testimony is like multiplying to masses of people who are going to be touched by your testimony, who have already been and who are still going to, right? Because this stuff it's still going to be put out there. And Lindsey, you have like such an anointing on you with your testimony. I think you don't even realize it. Sometimes
I really don't.
but you do. You know what I mean? Like God is using you. You are powerful and purposeful, and he is really using your testimony. And imagine if you made a choice to not get sober and to not talk about it, right? Like either one.
Like even when I was doing what I was doing, like I had a friend, and it was like if we could have listened what we were telling one another, we would have been fine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I ran into her today, and it's like she's sober and I'm sober, and it was just like we were loving life, and it was just like that's just like the good part about it. Like as much as the drug tries to take you into the underworld, if you can beat that drug, like what it does for yourself, like as many times as like family members, oh, you'll never change, you'll never do this. Well, I have. And even if they don't see it, like for the longest time, I didn't believe it, but now I know. Like in my heart, I know that I've changed, and like their opinion really, I'm not looking for their satisfaction anymore.
Right. Right.
You know,
Yes.
I don't
Absolutely.
need their satisfaction. They've never lived a day in my shoes or done what I did, so they have no right to judge me. That's like today my mom told me she was proud of me, Jamie. I never thought I'd see that.
Yeah. That was blessings. That was, I know when you sent me that, I was just like, oh my goodness, like this.
Yeah.
Wow. What a masterpiece. Like what a work of art, how God took this
Yeah.
brokenness and all of this and just is making this just
I mean,
beautiful.
because this is really this isn't even a hairline fracture of me and my mother's relationship. This is like she's on one part of the country and I'm on another side. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I really want to make things right with my mom because I don't I don't want to lose my mom on bad terms.
Right. Absolutely.
I mean, I lost my dad on good terms. I can only imagine what it would be like losing my mom on bad terms.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And it's so hard, especially like like people today, like they don't see that. Like they don't see that as being like a loss. Like I know somebody in particular who hates his father. I mean, just hates his
Oh,
father because of like, abuse and things like that. And it's like, yeah, but your dad is still out there, still hooked on drugs, still doing the same thing, still as miserable as ever. Like if you imagine if you forgave your dad, like he might have a chance to live. But
that might
instead,
be
you'd
what he
rather
needs.
be
That might be what he needs.
right. But instead, you would rather just be like, hard hearted and prideful and arrogant, and I will never forgive him. And you're just, you know what I mean? Like,
You got to
part
have an
of
open
it,
mind. You don't know what people have been through, you know? I mean, it's like my mom has no idea that I started shooting dope at 14 years old.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like it completely mortified her. And me going
yeah,
on the internet and talking about it, it's shame to her. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But other people see it and it's not, how should I say? She's that white woman. She's that Karen. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't know buff the uh, how to buff areas out to understand things. She's just one sided. And it's like, I
hmm,
hate it because I really wanted to understand some things. And I think maybe she's starting to now.
yes.
The
I
best
think
thing
he
she
is
ever
too.
did,
I'm gonna,
she started to go to Al Anon. And that's when things started to change in our relationship because she started to understand me a little bit more at that point.
right.
And
That is
that
awesome.
really helped. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because our, we're sick and we make our family sick. So it's just, yeah,
Oh,
it's terrible. Hmm.
it's I'm surprised I didn't kill my mother, all the bullshit I put her through.
Hmm. I believe, yeah.
She had never been in this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like this was the Amish woman coming to the ghetto. You know what I mean?
Right. Yes, yes. Well, I think that God really has, big things in store for you. I mean, you're just like a beautiful example of recovery and a strong woman. And so, thank you so much for coming on here and for sharing all this vulnerable things. And we'll definitely have to get together again and do some more talks.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, and shout out Soft White Underbelly for my friend Lindsey.
Oh yeah, and to Boston for sending me my book. I got in the mail yesterday.
Yes, yes. Me and Boston are doing a video tomorrow night, late.
Yeah, we talked today. He was telling me about that. We talked for like an hour yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a the three of us on a live
Yes,
one time and talk. Yeah,
yes.
we're gonna do that. We're gonna schedule that. I'll schedule that with him tomorrow.
That'll be
Awesome.
fun.
Yes. All right. Well, we're gonna end it on this, and you guys make sure you check out Lindsey's interview on Soft White Underbelly, and make sure you subscribe to Jamie Tall on YouTube. And we will see you next time.